Hello, it's Trevor Cutmore. Welcome. It's Monday, my video. For those who are not sure what a Parker Knoll chair is, this is one. You can see it's got the wings on. So when you're looking in at properties on Rightmove, that's what you're looking for. For older properties, there's quite often there's going to be an opportunity because you see these sort of chairs. So just remember that. This video is just really to have a chat about my new book that's coming out. It's called The Art of by Refurb and Refinance by Trevor Cutmore, and it is under Cash Flow Freedom. So it should be available on Amazon right now and Kindle and ebooks. So it's going to be available everywhere, and it's going out not just this country but to other countries as well. It's a short book. It's more of a textbook for you. It's got lots of help. So if you're new, especially if you're new into property, and if you have done property, it's still going to add you some value in the way that there's lots of different things in there. It's built over 12 chapters. It is a viewing guide. So this is the first one, I think, of a series of 3. So I'm going to be doing the viewing, the planning, and then probably the doing. So this is the first of what I'm looking at, a series of 3, and this is a viewing guide. So the viewing guide is going to do a few things for you. First of all, it's going to help you understand what you are looking at. So when you turn up to a property, what have you got to do before you even walk inside the property? And it goes through that. So it's going to help you what you should be looking at, and so you can make some judgments, which is going to save you money and make you money if you learn from this. The typical one that a lot of people just do not know and they run away from: what do cracks mean? And it goes into, not in depth, but it gives you enough information, and so you will know when to move forward and when to understand that a crack isn't bad, and when it is significant, of what size it is. So it's going to show you that. It's got real live case studies in there of my photographs that I've taken at various number of properties to show you that. Also, damp. What is damp? Again, it's going to give you an oversight of how to identify it, what to look at. It won't go into micro detail, such as if you found a plasterboard. This isn't plasterboard, but if you find a wall that has plasterboards, and you went with a damp meter and you were to put 2 prongs in to check it, it'll give you a reading. It's always a percentage. What should that reading be? It should be somewhere between 0 and 5% is acceptable damp in the plasterboard wall. It won't go that far, okay? And to be honest, you don't need to know that far. What you need to know is how to recognize it and what it is and what you can do. And it talk to you about how to remedy that, okay? It would touch on electrics and how to recognize if electrics need to be done or not. Again, it would tell you how to do it. It would talk about some of the things that you need to do with electrics requirements and how to do that. It would touch on heating, gas heating especially. And remember, there's a government drive in 2025 that new properties, they do not want to have a single gas boiler installed in 2025. They may push that back, especially after this pandemic. They may well push that back now. But to 2025, no more gas boilers. They won't be fitted into new properties. So already there's electric combi boilers out there. Now they are about the same price to install. They are much more expensive to run, but their maintenance is so much less than gas boilers. So look, at the minute they haven't made them efficient enough, but watch this space and start to learn. But it would talk a little bit about that for you. And then the all important, and that is movement, subsidence. How to recognize it. What are you looking at? When is it okay and you can do something about it? And when must you run away and not touch it, all right, unless you can knock the whole thing down and start again. So those tips are in there. And it goes on, it's going to talk about the roof and about how you can see what's going on. There's a real life example in there where there is some subsidence on a property, and the person selling it, what they did, because the tiles on the roof were moving apart, they put 2 rows of tiles, and that photo is in there to show you what they did. And it's a travesty because half the house is falling down and the investor who did actually buy it has, I think she may have gone bust now, because she spent a fortune on doing it up only to be told you can't use it. It's quite a sad story, really. But, you know, if she had my guide, she would never have bought it. And again, it talks of many other things. It can be rubbish, talking about rubbish. Very important subject, and people hardly ever think about that. But it would go into some of, you know, how to manage that, and how to cost it, and the like, really. Very, very important. Remember, if you're new into property, don't get a skip. If you're in residential streets, don't get a skip and put it outside of the property to strip out everything. It's a mistake, and some of you will know the hard way, because what will happen, other people will come and chuck a mattress in at night. You'll come back. Mattresses are different, classed as different kind of waste, and the skip company will not take that away, and you will be in a situation of having to put a stinky, smelly, flea-ridden mattress in the back of your car to take it down the tip and pay for the cleaning of your car afterwards. So look, these sort of things you're going to get from this guide. It's really informative. As I say, it's not a long read at all, but it's there as more as a textbook and reference for you, which is going to accelerate your knowledge, and so the whole point is so you avoid costly mistakes. So look, watch out for that. Remember, with anything you do, never give up, and there's always a way to fix something. So no matter how bad it is, there is a way to get round and make a difference in whatever it is. Remember, in any buy, refurb, refinance that you do, there will always be something that you hadn't seen, which will come. So sometimes, you know, once the carpets are done, they lift up the floorboard to put wires or pipes underneath. They might find dry rot. These things happen. Remember, contingency is very, very important. And lastly, I want to leave you with a little thought, is never underestimate your strengths and never overestimate your weaknesses. All right? Listen, I hope you enjoy hearing a few tips on buy, refurb, refinance. I hope you go and get the book. It's going to be discounted for the first whatever few, 2 weeks, 1 month, whatever. I'd love you to do a review on it and let me know what you think. I wish you all the best. God bless you. Bye bye.